Hey, this will be a video chart on BEHL, Biocentric Energy Holdings Incorporated. Done a lot of videos on this one, and with yesterday's action and then today's, I meant to get to it yesterday, but just didn't have time. But today, I want to get to it again. The reason I wanted to yesterday, simply the volume. The last time volume started to pick up, it got kind of interesting and then got knocked back down. But with this new surge in volume, we'll see what happens. The stock definitely does make some nice moves for the long-term players. Unfortunately, things always seem to get knocked back down. But for traders and so forth, there's quite a few nice swing trades that the stock has given over the past many months. But I'm also going to kind of go over this from a longer-term perspective too, for those players that are in this for more than just a 1 day or 2 day hold. So with that being said, I want to first start off by drawing a support level that we had down here. This won't be an exact level, but it's going to kind of show that in a sense we're possibly getting a triple bottom here. If you look at the previous lows, we had a low there. Here, yes, we did drop below it, but like I said, I'm not talking exact specific areas. And then right here, the price bounced. So each and every time that price came down to this area, it produced bounces. This bounce not nearly as big as this one, but this bounce about the same size as this one over here. So now we'll have to see if there's any sort of follow through. And I don't know why I used red. That should have been green because it's a support level. So that's better. So just right off the bat, the key support area is going to continue to be this level down here, which is right at around 0.0086. So maybe we can just say 0.0085 for argument's sake. So 0.0085, that's going to be the key support. We have another support, which is this blue line here. This is 10-day simple moving average. Right now, that's valued at 0.0095. So ideally, if there's any sort of pullback, this would be the level you'd want to see hold. That will allow this moving average to level off and then eventually start to curl back upwards. But if it doesn't hold, not the end of the world, because we still do have this support level down here, which has been doing a very good job of providing support. Now, in terms of resistances, right now we have a little short-term one, which has been kind of the thorn in the side of the chart the past 2 days, right up here at 0.0105. You can see that's where it hit yesterday, and then today couldn't quite get above it. So this will be the short-term resistance. And then with any sort of break above that, the next key resistance that I'm looking at is going to be 0.012 up here. Make this a little thicker because I think this will be more of a challenge. Where am I getting that from? Well, if we look, you can see it was a previous high over here. Once again, acted as resistance. When it broke above here, made a nice move. Tried to act as support a few times, but when it did fall, once again turned into resistance here. So that'll be another key resistance area if this level down here at 0.0105 can hold. So this level is up here at 0.012. Now the other thing that I wanted to point out was volume is acting like you would want it to. Today was a sideways day or a down day, however you want to look at it. But if you look at volume, it did drop, which is good. The last thing we would have wanted to see was this candle combined with a volume day like this over here. That wouldn't have been a good sign. But volume did correlate with the way you would want it to. And like I always say, if the price is going sideways or down, you also want to see volume going downwards. Now, if the price tomorrow decides to burst up through this resistance, then the bigger the volume, the better. So the more the merrier on any sort of upwards price action days when it comes to volume. But so far, we'll just chalk up today's action to consolidation. We'll have to see what happens the rest of this week. It might just be a little bit more consolidation and then break out next week, hopefully, or who knows. I'm sure nobody would complain if it decides to surge up through this resistance level tomorrow. So that is where the chart currently stands. If there are any other questions on it, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And the best part is it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to stop by the site and give it a try. One last time, this was BEHL. Thanks for listening.